Thanks for tuning in. It's your boy P. Public service announcement, man. Alright, so yesterday I put up a tweet after I got the video of old girl at June's Beauty Supply getting popped in the mouth. And, you know, everybody in the tweets was like, man, we need to go do this to that dude. We need to do this to that dude. We need to do this to that dude. Do that to that dude. And he wrong for hitting her. He wrong for hitting her and yada, yada, yada. And I just got off doing a prank call to June's Beauty Supply, just explaining, man, look, you hit the girl too hard. And y'all can see that. I'll try to get it loaded up today. But we're gonna have a little story time with P real quick, man. To give you my perspective on men hitting women. Alright, so y'all know my life done went into the streets. So in the streets, you gotta be on some hit women, pull out your heat on women, all of that shit. That's just how we lived, okay? That's how we lived every day of our life. You understand me? And understand, I grew up, my daddy had all kind of women, and the woman that he liked, he took the most abuse from her, which would be my mom, you know what I mean? My dad took a lot of abuse from my mom, all right? I guess it's story time with P. You know, one day I woke up, I was getting ready for school. I come in the kitchen and shit. I see my old man bleeding. He's standing there bleeding with a big chunk of flesh hanging out his body. Right, like I came in right after she got through stabbing him. She had this big ass fucking butcher knife. Stabbed him. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't call no police. Actually, she was trying to get me to call the ambulance. I didn't know what to do. He was like, my old man was like, no, don't call nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't trust police, ambulances, fuck all that shit. You know what I mean? It's how I grew up, right? But that was just a mountaintop out of all the other things I've seen them go through. You know what I'm saying? I witnessed her fighting them, hitting them, yelling, screaming, throwing shit at them all the time. It was never no peace. It's like every day it was an argument, it was a fight. There was never no peace. You know what I'm saying? I still, as a kid, you know, you still gotta go to school. You still gotta, you know, you got pent up aggression. You can't beat your mama ass and tell her quit acting up. You know what I mean? So I took it out on the streets. I took it out on the streets at a young age. Like I told y'all before, man, I was the type of motherfucker that would get the drop on your house, set you up, rob you, put lookouts around the spot, rob you, get back to the spot with the goods. You know what I mean? I was that kind of child. We just talking about before my teenage years, because in my teenage years, it was like, I got to get money now. The block hot, the gang units and shit is coming down on the hood. Shit is heavy out here. Shit is, you know, we trying to make it. We got something. We gotta make some paper. We gotta get paid. I mean, so that thrust me into other things. But growing up and seeing a man never, like, I never ever heard my pop say no to her. I never heard him say, I'ma fuck you up. I never heard him, because he was just, you know, because he grew up abandoned, you know what I mean? An orphan at a young age. So he didn't want to lose that love from his woman that he didn't get coming up, is what I think it is. So merge all of that with just the stripe of, you know, you got a tumultuous house. You don't get no rest when you step out the house. It's the streets and it's fucked up every day. You know what I mean? Ducking drive-bys. You getting into it with motherfuckers every day. When I would go and visit, you know, like my aunts, my uncles, they kind of stayed in like a better place than where I stayed at. I would always get into it. It would always be a fight. That's where they would start calling the cops on me all the time. Like I would get the cops called on me every time I would go to people's house. They would be calling the police on me when I would stay with the nice people and shit. You know what I mean? I would get the cops called on me. frequently. And this is all before the age of 12, all before my teens, you know what I mean? And then have to come home to, damn, is my daddy gonna be dead today? Is he finally gonna snap and kill her today? You know what I mean? Every day, it's like walking on eggshells. And then back in the streets again, and it's still more shit. And you getting into it with the motherfucker up the street. You get into the motherfucker across the street. The motherfucker up the street the other way. The motherfucker up the street the other way. It's always some shit, right? That's how I grew up. And like I said, as I got older, you know, the crew I was running with, there wasn't no, you don't hit no woman. It's no, you do everything you can to make sure your crew is alive. You understand? So for her to strike this man, this lady at this June Beauty, for her to strike this man, that's all I saw. That's all I saw was, okay, now it's time. She gonna get what she got coming. Don't fuck with people and expect not to have shit coming to you. All the motherfuckers that's in my tweet talking that shit, they off cold because you are supporting a motherfucker who's starting shit. Don't start shit. Don't be a shit starter. Because shit starters, what do we say? What do we say? A shit starter get what the fuck they got coming. You can't defend a shit starter. That's just how it go. You can't defend somebody who in the wrong. You know what I mean? It's just how it go. Whether she black or whatever, whether it happened in front of an Asian shop, a black shop, or whatever, you can't defend who wrong. Because then when karma come around to meet you, it's gonna expect you to be like, okay, since you think defending wrong is okay, then surely you won't mind if I put you in a situation that's the same. And when somebody defends the wrong being done to you, surely you'll think it's okay because you think it's okay when you're watching it happen, right? To somebody else. You know what I mean? So all y'all in my comments and my tweets, in the Twitter section, they wasn't getting at me because motherfuckers was like, alright, that motherfucker, he obviously know what's up. But I'm just reading a lot of moist motherfuckers in the comments, a lot of moist niggas. It's like, oh man, he wrong. Now, the only thing I'm saying the guy's wrong for is for hitting her as hard as he hit her. That it wasn't warranted to hit her that hard. She mushed him. He could have threw her arm down real hard just so she could feel the strength of a man to recognize, like, look, just by how I threw your arm to your side and I made it slap up against your side like that, that should let you know. Just by me throwing your arm to your side and damn near snapping it off, that should let you know. Yeah, you don't play with men. I would have had her grabbing her arm socket by the way I slapped her arm out of my face, right? But it's open season on fucking with us, and motherfuckers really don't know how to approach us. What his issue is that all he see is what he see on TV, and he sees sisters putting their hands in brothers' faces all the time, and us being like, damn girl, come on, go on, stop, go on, chill. But he got on his mind, I'm not those black guys. I'm not going to let women do me like that. I do how we do in Bungtang, China. You know what I mean? I show how we do women in Bungtang. And he just snapped on her, right? So that's my quick story time with Pete, man. And that's what I think about that shit. Just for y'all to have it on y'all mind. I'm gonna have a live celebration party because they just put me back on YouTube in the live stream. I won my appeal against them taking down my video on doing intel on white supremacist terrorists and crooked DAs and police and all that type of shit, and just doing a certain type of intel on these guys. Like, goddamn, you know, I think it's important if we're gonna have a contingency to all sorts of shit just coming at us from all different directions and being targeted all willy-nilly, we gotta do something. They finally put it back up after a couple weeks of thinking it's gonna die out, but the minute they got put back up, the views just started flying in. So I want to thank everybody for watching that, and thank everybody for tuning in to what you've been tuning into. I would have been posting on Black Junction this whole week. I don't know why Black Junction ain't letting me post. I was gonna do just expose after expose on the 3% militias, but Black Junction is kind of messing up my consistency, man, because of whatever issues they going through. I'm working with them though. I've sent them some demos of what I've been putting up, and hopefully they'll be able to get it straight. I pay for the top premium service to be able to upload and do what I want to do. They just can't get it right with me yet. I don't know why, but I'm working with them. Y'all know I love Black Junction, so I'm working with them, and I'm working with them, and I'm working with them. And I'm also working on my website still. That is very close to being done, so I will be letting y'all know. So I won't have to deal with none of this shit. But I'm going to still post to Black Junction, still post to YouTube, still post to, you know what I'm saying, same old business. But, just to check in with y'all right quick, man. Get it, y'all.